Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Okay. Slowly close your eyes. Try to be as still as possible. Feel the movement of air through your body. Feel the air rising up through your nose, reaching your throat, and now getting into your lungs. So just feel the movement of air, feel the sensation getting into your windpipe and then moving to your lungs. Deep and slow as the air goes in and out through your system. Okay, now let the air pass down to your stomach and just gently expand your stomach belly as you breathe in. Just take it down deep, composed, and just expand your stomach. And then exhale and relax. You can breathe in, breathe out. Rub your palms against each other. Roll it over your face. Slowly open up your eyes. Okay, guys, these are some kind of pranayams. Okay, they're called as diaphragmatic breathing. If you do it, your nervousness will go away and you will feel much more composed in your situation. Okay, so nothing but just by simply doing diaphragmatic breathing, how it happens: one hand against your chest, another one on your stomach, and then you inhale from your nose, expand your stomach, and then exhale from your mouth like a straw kind of opening and squeeze your stomach in. So if you just do this for 2 minutes, if you're in a nervous situation, panic situation, you will just calm down. Because it's a pretty nice technique. So you can apply that while going to interviews. If you're feeling a lot of like, what's going to happen, you can just do it for 2 minutes and you'll feel good about it. Okay, so chalo, let's do that once. So keep one hand on your chest, another one on your stomach. Breathe in from the nose and expand your stomach. And then exhale from your mouth and squeeze your stomach in. And keep your eyes closed and feel the sensation. Do it like 5 times, deep and slow. Take a deep breath and exhale. Rub your palms against each other. Roll it over your face. Slowly open up your eyes. Okay, it's a pretty good one. Next. We will be doing, there is something called as what was that pranayam called as? Okay, so let's see. I forgot the name, but once I recollect it, then I will be letting you know the name as well. Okay. But it really feels good. You do it for a few minutes and you feel very much peaceful. Okay, so it is key. You have to keep your spine gently erect. Okay, and then you have to just take your bottom three fingers, put it on your eyes. Okay, next your index finger on your forehead, and then with both of your thumb you need to block your ears. Okay, and just gently press it. Okay, it creates like all your sensations, it just gets inside like this. Okay, and then you need to do a humming tune, like you have to put your focus in the center of the eyebrows and then just do a humming vibration tune, like just do it 10 times. And after that, just keep your hands down and just be there for a few minutes. You will literally find a lot of peace happening immediately in you. Okay, so Shalo, this is really good. So Shalo, keep your spine gently erect. Okay, everybody, take your bottom three fingers. You do your own counting 10 times, and after it is done, just be there. Keep your eyes closed. Be there for a few minutes. You'll find real peace. It's good actually. Okay, so chalo, take the bottom three fingers, gently place it on your eyes, index finger on your forehead, ears are blocked with your thumb, and start humming tune 10 times. Take a deep breath and exhale. Nice and relaxed. Take a few still continue deep breaths. Rub your palms against each other. Roll it over your face and slowly open up your eyes. Okay. And guys, these are some real good things. Okay, the point is there is more to being a human being. Okay, and that's where with the simple pranayams, internal breathing exercises, and things like that, we will be able to find that inner peace, that satisfaction in life. Okay, otherwise, in the current times, people are just busy, just in a rush, okay, and somewhere trying to find happiness and satisfaction in all the external things, expectations from others, and which starts even impacting back to people. So, if you start doing these things by yourself, right, just these meditations, upgrading your knowledge, and this morning time self investment, you on your dreams, you on becoming more better in yourself. So as part of that, this meditation breathing is going to calm your mind. And do you know this fact, guys, ki majority of the top CEOs, okay, they keep doing regular meditation and mindfulness practices. Okay, and that too in their office also, before going for some big meetings and all, they just get inside, sit in silence, and just focuses, just breaths proper. Because of that, the mind becomes sharp, the mind become calm and composed. And when the mind is composed, you can make best decisions, right? So these are some very powerful things which average people don't utilize. They are just busy in running their just life, okay? So I think you need to upgrade yourself. Don't, like, potential is there, capability is there. If you don't utilize that, then this life is not that good. Right? So when you are capable, you can upgrade, you can do things which will take you forward, and that makes you a better person. Okay? Okay, fine. So chalo, we are done with the initial few minutes of the session, where we did the meditation and some breathing practices. Okay, just a second. Okay, everyone. Is the voice clear, team? Can you hear me? Just confirm it in chat, everybody. Okay. Yeah. Chalo, let's get started. So now we'll go to the second half of the morning time, where we do some learning. 2020 rule ke accordingly. Let's workouts, guys. You finish up at your own time based upon whatever is your preference. But now let's jump into the learning related part. Okay, so I'll be sharing up the audio. We will continue the session which we were doing yesterday by Robin Sharma. So for the next 20 minutes, let's deep dive into those topics. I think we were discussing about power grid. Okay, the personal mastery power grid. Everybody, please take some notes out. And I am sharing the audio. Let's get started. And just be aware, guys, ki dekho, you cannot expect anything from the world. Okay, that's important. You cannot expect anything from the world, because if you expect things and if it is not met, you will be broken inside, right? You will feel, okay, this world is not good. People are like this. Now you need to expect in people might not come forward. Okay, so expect nothing from others, but give everything to others. Change your personality. You always be at help to the world, but don't expect anything back from them. Okay, don't expect them to do any actions, but you give your 100% so that they can do something. So that's a perspective. And when you start doing that, you become more evolved in your life. You become a better person. You become somebody who the world needs. In order for the world to run smoothly, people like this are required, who will get in, offer all the things that they can, and not have expectations from people. And such people will change the world, make it a better place to live. And the world will be indeed better because such people lived on the planet. You can be that. And I'm not asking कि दुनिया तक चले जाओ, but at least for your families, can you be that person? Okay, taking care of you, your families, your people. And like we discussed a few days back, the best contribution which you can give is your self growth, not your sacrifice, not your compromise, not your crying and complaining. Rather, your growth is the best thing which you can do for your family. Because growth in your knowledge, growth in your health, growth in your well-being, growth for making them also stronger and capable. You can do that. So you can be that anchor around which your entire next generations can come up. And the point is, every human being is capable of that. It's not about whether you are having that or not. It is there in you. It's deep down inside. You need to awaken that. You need to let go all the excuses and pains and worries of your life and evolve as a person. Become more calm inside, more focused towards your life mission, towards your life purpose. What do you want? How you can get better and how you can accomplish great success in your life. And then don't let excuses come in the way. Anything like if you want something, just give it all. Morning, wake up 6:30. Yes, wake up. Weekend may working like for 8 hours for something additional. Do that. Weekday time pay, not wasting time on social media, but doing something else which is useful for your life. Just do that. Make decisions and execute your decisions. Don't be like those average people who are just talking about change but never doing anything. And all these are just rubbish reasons. Okay, I'm trying since past 1 month, I'm not able to do. This is just nonsense. If you want to do, just do it. What is like I'm trying, not able to do? It's just excuses filled with life for majority of average people. But those who want success, they just get it. So please do something meaningful and useful with your life and with your time. And know it, nobody else is coming for you. You have to do it for yourself. Okay? And unless you do, nothing changes in your life. Fine. So these are some basic mindsets. Start knowing it and living it all throughout your life. Okay, chalo. Now we will resume back with personal mastery power grids. Let's spend the next few minutes in this learning. And here we play.
Unconsciousness that you can't even see it. Are you with me so far? Say, yes, I'm with you, just so I know you're here. Say, yes, I'm getting this. Yes, I'm writing it down. You know what, Robin, thank you for reminding me of my amazingness. Hold hands and sing Kumbaya. Come on, let's do that. Everyone hold hands. I'm serious. No, I'm just kidding. So part of personal mastery is just developing acute clarity on how you're occurring in the world. Checking out, where have I been hypnotized? Where has all the media messaging, like just think about how much media messaging, all the advertising, your well-intentioned parents, your well-intentioned friends, your well-intentioned teammates, your well-intentioned society. And now we've got this incredible programming that has decoded our brains and our emotional architectures so that we think we're average, which is such a lie. There's not one. Every person in this room can be Van Gogh level at something. Every person in this room has the potential to bless, serve, and inspire tens of thousands of lives. Every person in this room can live at your own version of world class. Whether you believe it or not, whether you're going to install the right beliefs and rituals and habits is a different.
This is what we spoke about. Everybody has capability. Using or not is your life options. He spoke quickly 3 things here. Okay.
And that depends on you. So here's what I think are
whether you apply it or not, with your lifestyle, your thought process upgrading, your ability to take actions, those things define whether you will get it or not.
The real powers. Number 1, access to your greatness.
Okay, write down these things is the 5 real problems
install the right beliefs and rituals and habits is a different thing, and that depends on you. So here's what I think are the real powers. Number one.
Yesterday we discussed the 5 fake powers. Okay? Now he's focusing upon the real problems. Let me see. Robin Sharma. Fake powers. And these are the fake powers. I'm just putting it on the screen once again. Yeah. And 5 real powers. Yesterday we said okay, formal authority, money, safety. Yeah. Okay, so these are the 5 fake powers which we discussed yesterday. Now jumping into what are the 5 real powers. Okay, so let's get started.
Access to your greatness.
Right on the first one. What is real power of being into this world? First, access to greatness. Okay, let's hear about it for a minute.
What do I mean by that? Doing the interior work required to have a glimpse of who you truly are.
Okay, you can write the statement down. Do the interior work required to have a glimpse who you truly are. Nothing but work on yourself to realize who you truly are. Fine.
Through the tools, but journaling, meditation, working with coaches, being in the right social network, reading the right books, visualization, body work, energy work, character work, acumen work, mentality work. Rehypnotizing yourself to remember your true nature. Your true nature is a pirate and a giant. Your true nature is energy. Your true nature is health. Your true nature, there is a power. Anyone know what I'm talking about here? Show of hands. There is a power deep within you that so few people know. There's a difference between thinking and knowing. Thinking happens in the intellect. How many people have read hundreds of books, been to all the conferences, and you know how to be it's here. Intellectually, you go, I know how to be world class. Show of hands. How many people have done all of that and you're still stuck? Be honest. Look around the room. Why? Because the game changer is not thinking. You don't lift your craft and grow your business, your life, your income, your results, your happiness exponentially when you get it in the head. You get it when you shift from your reasoning mind into your emotions. And it goes from a thinking to a knowing. So you've read the books, and you might think that deep inside is this incredible power. You might think that deep inside is this incredible reservoir of creativity. You may think deep inside that if you do enough work, you'll be fearless. You may think deep inside that there are no extra people on the planet, and if you're here in this room, it's because there's a call on your life. You might think that you're meant to be great and that you were born into genius, but because you've picked up the programming of the world around you, you're playing at less than where you belong. It's not until you know it in your heart and you shift from thinking to knowing that your behavior starts to follow.
Okay. So guys, this is again second statement, write it down. It's not until you know it in your heart and you shift from thinking to knowing that your behavior starts to follow. Okay? So it's not until you know it in your heart. So basically, one stage is you just think, okay, maybe I'll get results or I can get results. It's just a thought process. Okay? But you have to take it down to the level of knowing it confidently. Okay, I will get results. So right now, You might be thinking job chahiye and this and that, and market is this, whether I will get or not get, and stuff. A lot of things. Thinking is stage number one. From there comes the second stage. He's saying, okay, it has to get to the level of knowing. Okay, yes, I can definitely get job no matter how tough the market is, and being confidently aware of that knowledge, not just thinking about it, but knowing it for certain. And then he says, if you are very strong in your determination, that knowing, okay, yes, it is going to happen, then your behavior follows, nothing but your actions follow. So he just very nicely termed the three terms. Okay, people just think, but from there you have to convert it to guaranteed knowing, okay, yes, it is going to happen. Nothing but your beliefs come in picture here, emotions come in picture. Okay, yes, it is going to happen. I am that good. And that knowing and awareness leads to further taking actions and your behaviors of life, which will be giving you rewards. So just be aware. If you know stuff, okay, it is going to happen, then only it comes. Otherwise, just in the mind, it will not really work. Okay, it's good.
And so this first point has taken me years of interior work, and I'm just a beginner. How many of you have gone to the deepest place within your heart, the deepest place within your mind, the deepest place within your soul, the deepest place within your talent, the deepest place within your knowing, and once you get there, you just go, I'm just scratching the surface. And so all I'm saying is, the first true power, and the great philosophers have all said it, know yourself. They've all said it. The great mystics, philosophers, know yourself. Know your true nature. Know your authentic self. Know your talent. Know how do you really know how undefeatable you are? How many of you have dealt with something and you thought you would never survive, and somehow you navigated your way through the abyss? Show of hands, I'm curious. Was it your mind that got you through that? Or maybe there was something braver, bigger, deeper, wiser, stronger, more intuitive within you that got you through that? How intimate are you with that place of greatness within you? If you really knew that, you'd walk out into your industry and you would rock your craft and you would lift your game and you would be undefeatable, relentless, and unstoppable. How much time do you spend with that place of greatness? It's like a friend. Well, yeah, I visit her every 6 years. How well will you know that friend? I believe the second real power is autonomy and authenticity. Autonomy.
Okay. Second one, autonomy and authenticity.
If you really knew that, you'd walk out into your industry and you would rock your craft and you would lift your game and you would be undefeatable, relentless, and unstoppable. How much time do you spend with that place of greatness? It's like a friend. Well, yeah, I visit her every 6 years. How well will you know that friend? I believe the second real power is autonomy and authenticity.
Okay. Autonomy and authenticity. Hello, let's see here.
Autonomy simply means you live by your own laws. That's why I started off this morning about piracy, being a pirate. Autonomy it's a word that means you're running by your own, you're living your life and rocking your craft according to your own series of laws. What's more powerful than that? You know, Buffett, like I said, Warren Buffett, there will never be a better you than you. He also, when he goes to graduate.
Okay, let's write this thing down. Autonomy is nothing but run your life based on your own laws or rules. Okay. Second statement by Warren Buffett, this one is there. There will never be a better you than you.
graduations and he gives talks to young people on graduation, he always says the same thing. Find your own measure of success. He always says that. Find your own measure of success and then have the bravery and fidelity to run your career and your life by your own measures of success. What's the point of getting to the last hour of your last day and realize you lived your mother's life or your neighbor's life or society's life? One of the greatest crimes of humanity is the crime of self-betrayal.
Well, these are powerful thoughts, actually. This is all next level. Average world does not think like this. Day-to-day people don't think like that. These are how, like, top people who change the world, shape the world, they are thinking. Okay, next. One of the greatest crimes of humanity is the crime of self-betrayal. Living the life for somebody else. Living a life in a certain manner because somebody else expected you to live like that. Okay, that's a self-betrayal. And these other things, autonomy and authenticity, it's talking about, okay, you need to run your life based upon your rules, how you want to run it by taking charge of yourself, not being forced to live a certain manner. That's powerful.
So I think it's very powerful to be autonomous, not to be plugged into the herd, not to literally be talking, walking, working, living in a way designed to say, well, here's society's values, and I'm so needy to please people and to be liked and so scared to leave the crowd that I'm living in a certain way that betrays my fundamental nature. I think the third true power is audacity and bravery.
Okay, the third power, write it down, team. Audacity and bravery. Okay, let's dig more.
Audacity. Audacity. That's a great word, I think. Be audacious. Be bold. And bravery. Bravery is the antidote to regret.
Oh, nice one. Write it down. Bravery is the antidote to regret. Okay, regret of saying, I wish I should have done something like that in the past. Right? That's regret. Arey, aise karna chahiye. I should have done it like this. So if you are brave, you will not let that come. Antidote for regret. If you're brave enough to do certain things, you will just do it, and there will not be regrets in your life. Bravery, being bold, being courageous. That's good.
So when you're frightened, do that thing. That opportunity you are most resisting is the opportunity you are most resisting is the opportunity you most want to be embracing.
Okay, write down this. Then the thought process and the mindset of world-class people. Okay, the opportunity you are resisting is the opportunity you most want to be embracing. The opportunity which you don't want to try, basically you should actually try to have those things. Nothing but getting outside your comfort zone, something which you're scared of, actually trying to do that. Something which makes you uncomfortable, actually trying to do that. Not run away, not hide. Because when you hide and run away, that's where the regret starts coming. Arey, kar lena chahiye tha. And for doing the things which scares you, that's what is bravery. That's good. ठीक है, कोई भी problem आ रहा है, rather than running away, नहीं, I'm not comfortable with that. How about we face it? How about we deal with it? So that's what he's saying, become brave. The opportunity you are most resisting is the opportunity you most want to be embracing. You should embrace those things.
The opportunity you are most resisting is the opportunity you most want to be embracing, because there your next level of growth and power lies. Number 4, self-respect.
Fourth one, self-respect.
People say, well, in my industry, if I'm honest, I'll be taken advantage of. First of all, no, you won't. Are you playing the short game? Are you playing the long game? I have seen people being dishonest. I have seen people cutting corners. I have seen people being unethical. And yes, in the short term, it looks like those people are winning. Show of hands. And here's what I've seen consistently. Chickens always come home to roost. Salmon's always whatever salmons do, or salmon does. And I'm just suggesting to you that there are two leagues to play in. The first is the 95%, short-term gain, short-term advantage, short-term victory. But world-class producers operate under a fundamentally different set of rules, and that's playing the long game. They are honest. They are impeccable with their word. They deliver what they promise. They are true to themselves. They speak their truth, even if the recipient doesn't like what they say, so long as they say it with respect. I mean, whatever happens to the word honor? I'm so interested in the Spartan warriors. You know, they used to say, the mothers, come back victorious, or come back on a shield, but do not come home without dishonor. And that used to be our cultural belief system years ago. And what I see generally, not to generalize, but to generalize, and not to judge, but just to report, short term. We want our content in a second. We want our food in a second. If you wait 3 seconds longer at a red light, they are hitting the horn. Anyone know what I'm talking about? Right? If you're getting on an airplane and there's a delay, I mean, it's not the pilot's fault, but people get upset because there's all this pressure in them now. The person who hits the horn, it's just the pressure within them. The person who doesn't say thank. Am I making sense here? The person who doesn't say thank you, the person who doesn't look you in the eye, the person who has lost their sense of humanity, it's just because they've lost their connection to their humanity. It's just the pressure within them. And because so much of the world is living like this, we think this is how you live. And I don't know how you live, but all I know is what feels right to me. And self-respect. I mean, what's more valuable than that? Would you rather be a CEO of whatever? Or a toilet cleaner who says, I like who I am, I live by my values, I take great pride in my work, I make the time to watch sunsets and sunrises, I love my loved ones, and I am who I am. Something to ask yourself, who is richer? And then the fifth real power, and I think this is a real power.
Okay, थोड़ा सा just absorb this. कि देखो, the concept is simple, self-respect. Okay, you need to respect yourself, you need to value yourself, you need to appreciate yourself, and when you can actually do it. Okay, if you are scared about life, if you are doubtful about whether you will succeed or not, you will not get that inner respect for yourself. If you know that you don't have courage, respect will not come. Respect is a component which comes genuinely when you see greatness. And the point is, if you live a life of greatness in your actions, decisions, beliefs, that whatever you might be doing, so it's getting it to that level, it doesn't matter what you do. But anything that you do, if you live it to a high level of ethics, okay, any job that you're doing, any work that you do, but if you keep your standards high there, not ready to compromise, give your 100% best, try to evolve there forward, be honest, be like integrous person there, whatever you decide, you do it, and keep your standards high at anything that you do, automatically respect will come. If you are more courageous, if you want to experiment, if you are positive towards life, respect will come naturally. So this is what, like, self-respect, he's putting like it's a real power, because not everybody will self-respect. Cheaters will not do it, liars will not do it, dishonest people will not self-respect. But if you are great, and then self-respect will come naturally. So it is forcing us to evolve further. That's where it's like a nice, powerful rule, real power. Okay? Now chalo, let's deep down. So point is, you have to fix over and all life, not just current problems. You have to upgrade over and all everything. You have to change yourself as a human being, belong into the world class. That's how you will grow further. Good.
Global influence.
Okay, abhi fifth wala is saying कि भाई global influence. You might be like, ये हम लोग को क्यों बता रहा है ये सब? This is the point. Hero, genius, legend. That's the topic. And all this material right now, he's teaching it in this. This is a live recording from a big auditorium with hundreds of people, and they are top level executives, directors, and the top managements and the CEOs. उन लोगों को he's giving this guidance. Now, the point is, if from regular average people also, we can acquire this mindset and rise into becoming the world class, the top 5% of the world, the top 20% of the world, we will be able to get the same benefits. And that's the difference. Like, maybe majority of us don't know it. And those who know, they have to further implement it, and long enough. Okay. This happened only recently. I think yesterday's incident itself, I was watching some video about this guy, OpenAI CEO, and ChatGPT CEO basically, and he was giving a speech there. He said, "Ki idea was simple. Okay, people right now they just take credit. कि, "अरे, मेरे को वो idea आया था." This is how average people think. "अरे, I got that idea and like कर लेते थे." Okay, uh, ideas are cheap. Implementation is the name of the game. Okay. And he said, key ideas are pretty simple. Anybody gets an idea, any random person sitting anywhere gets an idea. There is nothing big about ideas. Idea just comes to mind just like that. Okay. And he said, key 6 months of working on the idea, and that is like, wow, we have an idea. Okay. But he says implementation of that idea and getting the result took us 9 years. Okay, just understand. Ideas are pretty cheap. Everybody getting anywhere gets the idea. So don't feel proud about ideas. Ideas are the beginning. That's it. It's worthless unless it is acted upon. And when you act on that, then you will realize there is a lot of amount of hard work behind that idea to come into reality. It's not easy. A lot of hard work required. Okay? And for converting this idea into reality, that CEO was saying it took us 9 years. Okay, when we were speaking, okay, in some of the interview to Jeff Bezos, he said the quickest success for Amazon took 10 years to come. It's all a matter of time. Execution is everything. Okay, I was watching this interview from Flipkart CEO. Okay, and in the beginning days, it was like Amazon was already successful in the outside market, and Flipkart also started its journey with book selling. And they are trying really hard and trying to get into the Indian market and facing a lot of challenges, trying to stabilize here. And then they used to go for investors for pitching and getting the money, funding, stuff like that. And investors used to just say, okay, so what's great about this idea? You're just building up another Amazon for India. Right? And the Flipkart CEOs were so angry at that. कि इतना है तो साले तू बना के दिखाना. He literally wrote that kind of paragraphs. I think there is a book written on that. I was reading that book on Flipkart, how it grew. Okay, so he said कि इतना ये तो तू करके दिखाना. मतलब execution is hard. Right now, if you might be feeling कि job चाहिए and all that, execution is the name of the game. This is real world. This is real world. If you're not getting job, this is real world. It will not come to you unless you act smartly, act rightly, and do the things which really matter long enough. And every time you make mistake, you need to still buck up yourself and keep improvising. That's the hard part. And many people will not even be consistent till the time they get it. You know, the numbers. College pass out, ka crowd kitna hota hai, and how many actually gets consumed into the IT industry. And people try maybe for 6 months, 1 year. After that, they just give up and disappear. Okay? Not everybody gets consumed in IT. People give up, they'll just lose it. And because the game is implementation, things will be hard. It is supposed to be hard because life gives success to those who deserve. Okay? And you might be saying, Are in campus, people get placed easily now. Like you need to talk in terms of percentage. Out of 100 people, out of let's say 500 people, how many actually gets campus placed? If it is top 10%, it is a big deal. What happens to the remaining 90%? And how many out of that will actually be consumed in the IT industry? These are some big questions which nobody looks about. Easy sabko dikhta hai. Okay, the top 3 people, 5 people, 10 people got job, like top 20 got job, but there is thousands who did not get it. And what happens about them? That's the struggle story. Now the point is, I'm just telling you these facts so that you realize what game you're playing. And it's all about implementation actions long enough, smart enough, and overcoming all the problems that you're getting by thinking from your mind. If you expect answers, easy answers from others, it's not going to come. If you expect ready-made things from others, it is not going to come. If you just expect job without doing the hard work it requires, 20 years ago might be changed. Life was different. You just apply, you got job. Right now, competition is so huge that just waiting is not going to do anything. Okay, so times are tough. But in this tough time, those who perform and get job, they will become even more stronger in life. Your situation, your environments make you strong. Had life been easy, you would have become weak. So this is an opportunity. Recession coming, layoffs coming, competition in the market, huge crowd in the market. Nahi lag raha hai job. This should make you strong. This should make you a warrior at heart to win life circumstances. There is a positive in this. Easy rehta, so all of us would have become very weak in the time. Okay, because tough times create stronger people. And that's the opportunity given. Those who succeed in this kind of a tough environment, they will become more brave, more courageous. Brain will start working. They will not be dependent upon others for their success. They will figure it out. That's what is an opportunity in front of you, right? Okay? But again, it's matter of choice. Courageous people, brave people will grasp it, will face this fearful situation. Rest, those who are scared, they might just be like, "Arey, but nahi lag raha ye wo." Doubtful people ka kuch nahi hone wala. In this world, the planet does not respect and reward confused, doubtful people. Those who don't believe in themselves, those who are scared, the world does not reward them. So I think this is a great talk that we are doing, okay, how you can accomplish success on the planet. And that really needs great qualities to happen. Okay, fine. Now let's just touch the last fifth point: global influence. Don't expect from others, make it happen for yourself. And there is a simple point: when you cannot do it for yourself, why do you think the world will do? Right? You have 24 hours a day. Okay, promise to yourself that you will work 14 hours every single day, 15 hours every single day till the time you get job. And let me tell you, 80 to 90% people will not do that. That's how weak the society is. That's how weak people are. Average people, not able to stay committed for their own good. And they know that if they have a pretty sharp brain, if they work 14 hours, 15 hours a day for the next 2-3 months, the brain will give ideas, their actions will give them results. But they are not willing to do that. Rather, people cry, people complain, people blame, and that's not taking them anywhere. So just know it. The problem is you, the solution is you. And please understand that as early as possible. If you work 14 hours a day for the next 2 months, you will all get guaranteed job. As part of that, you can do projects. As everything is available on internet. Okay, no questions can come. You will solve everything that comes on the way. You will learn, you will master, you will crack, you will apply, you will do whatever it takes. But are you committed enough to work 14 hours a day? Or people choose crying, complaining, blaming. How can we do something big with our lives? Okay, so please understand. And now let's touch the last point before we wind up today's Friday session with high levels of self-belief that we have to do extraordinary to conquer this current time. When the situation is tough, it will make you stronger when you face it and fight it. If you give up, run away, it will keep you stay worried and compromised. If you don't face this and run away, you will actually be behind in your life. Utilize this opportunity.
You know, and I know you know this, otherwise you wouldn't be in the room, but you are built for global influence. And
The point is, he's talking about global influence. Next level ki baat hai. The point is, at least first you become what you're supposed to become. Underlive kar rahi hai public life right now. They're underliving their life. First you become your best. Tab jaake global influence aayega. How can you reach to that level if internally you are weak? So I think this is a great time. Currently, job market ka whatever situation, it will make you tough if you overcome this and get the job in this time. Okay, it will make you hard. It will make you pretty result oriented. उसके बाद फिर आगे आता है global influence. Maybe someday in your life you will actually take yourself there. Global level पे influence करना.
part of my job here this weekend as a laborer, carrying my lunch pail up here, metaphorically speaking, is to remind you of the call on your life to influence the world. And so I would say to you, do what you need to do to live the lifestyle you want, to have the income that you want. Do what you need to do to stroke your ego. Those are all human pursuits. Do what you need to do to take great care of your loved ones so they live the kind of life that you want. But I would encourage you, as you pursue personal mastery these next 2 days, ask yourself, what do I need to do when I go home? This is the implementation. What new things must I do? Who must I become? What rewiring must I create so that I am a global influencer? So that I'm a global influencer. So what I want you to do right now is, we're going to do a 5-minute exercise. I want you, we're actually perfect timing. We're almost, okay, actually we're on time, so good. I want you to stand up. Everyone stand up for a second here.
You can also stand up.
And before you move and find a partner,
okay, asking के कोई partner के साथ भी.
I want you to think about what I call your game-changing move. What is the one new tactical behavior that you viscerally commit yourself, not from a place of reasoning in your mind, but from a place of knowing in your heart?
Okay, what is the one new tactical behavior that you commit yourself to and that you will not betray yourself by not doing? Okay, write down the statement. I think we need to make this decision right now. Be it whatever, your job getting or anything that you are trying to pursue in your life. What is the one new tactical behavior that you commit yourself to and that you will not betray yourself by not doing? Okay, write it down. Think about it. I think it should even be a commitment. What is one new tactical behavior? Okay, some strategy, some tactical behavior actions that you can take, that you commit yourself to, and that you will not betray yourself of not doing.
That you will simply not betray yourself by not doing. What is the one new behavior that you commit yourself after you leave here to installing into your life so that it becomes a new way of being, so that it becomes a new neural pathway, so that it becomes a deep new ritual? And when you feel like giving up, you will not give up. When you feel self-doubt, you will not feel self-doubt. When people ridicule you, you will persevere. You will simply be relentless around this one game-changing move. And this is a social network. Personal Mastery Academy is a mastermind. This is one of...
Okay, okay guys. So make a strong decision. Whatever you heard, let's say today or in past few days, we have been discussing about this, that, blah, 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 morning, evening. We're trying to even upgrade our mindset, not just the techniques of getting results or jobs or something. We're trying to upgrade. So write this and ask this simple question to yourself. What is it that you will change in your life, which you hardcore commit, that you will think like that, act like that, and you will never cheat yourself into it. You will never let excuses come in the way. Ask this question and see what comes out, what your heart actually says. How do you want to live? Just think it for yourself. One strong commitment, one give a promise to yourself right now, which you're not going to cheat into. Be it job लेने के लिए, give a promise to yourself. Give a promise to commit extremely hard for next as long as it takes for getting the job. Give a strong promise to yourself. Okay, how much time will you be spending up daily till the time you get the job? And what will you do as part of that? Will you let excuses, reasons come in the way for your success? Or will you, every time you fail, you will still stand up, retry, and think smart and do things by your own self? Give some strong commitments, promises to yourself. It's not going to be easy. No, it's not going to be easy. Life never is. You have to face it. You have to fix it. So do some self-promises. You can lie to the world, but once you start lying to yourself, that's the actual problem. So promise greatness to yourself. Just write down one statement. What is it that you really promise to yourself for success? Success at anything that you want to. Write it down. Your promise statement. And you will not betray yourself of not doing. You should not cheat yourself. थोड़ा emotional बनाओ उसको. How can you lie to yourself? Not allowed. Write down your answer for this. Think, what is the promise that you make to yourself for success? Whatever your success you're looking for. And after the session is done, go stand in front of mirror and give a promise looking yourself into the eyes. Okay, I will not stop till I succeed. I will get the job no matter what it takes, how long it takes. And every day I will work really very hard. Maybe a commitment. Look yourself in the mirror and promise yourself that. And don't give up after that. There is no stop. That's it. You do whatever it takes to succeed and you will succeed. That's how you promise and do stuff till the time you get your result. You can cheat the world. You cannot cheat yourself. You should not betray yourself of not doing. If you not do, you basically betray yourself. That's a big deal. So write down the answer. What is the promise that you're making to yourself? And that is becoming world class. And this will give you self-respect. This will make you brave. This will make you autonomy. You living your life by your rules. and this will give you access to greatness. Your true potential will start awakening. Write down the statement, and let's close the day here. But continue with this momentum and the feeling, okay, I need to do something big with my life, and I'm not going to let excuses in the way for that. Doesn't matter how tough the mark. Okay? So I'm sharing you the attendance for today. Please mark it. After this, just go stand in front of mirror, do this self promise to yourself, and you have to do that. थोड़ा सा life को live not like average regular people. थोड़ा सा push yourself to become extremely better at whatever you do. And then you will start enjoying this life. Then you will be like, oh yaar, maza aa gaya ji ke. What a beautiful life I'm living. Okay, now that's good. This is the attendance team. Please mark your attendance here. Mark the attendance, everyone. And chalo, uske baad, let's get started for the day. It's Friday time. Somebody says in chat, how to achieve inner strength or energy like commanders, warriors, like great leaders. It all starts with taking the first step towards that. It's not going to happen in a single day or even like next 6 months, but it's a journey where you have to get into daily direction, daily commitment to yourself that you will do whatever it takes, daily learning, daily upgrading, daily eliminating your weaknesses and acquiring more qualities. It's a journey which might take you time to reach. It's going in the right direction. And eventually you will realize that you have become that kind of person who never gives up, who faces all the problems, who wins all the problems. Journey. Daily eliminating your weaknesses, analyzing yourself. Success is not just one thing, guys, it's a lot of things. Analyzing what's wrong in you, what are the problems in you, and how you can eliminate that, and then pinpointing every single failures of your life and learning from those failures, and then deciding, okay, this is the wrong habit in me, I will never repeat it ever again, a promise. And then what are the new things which you should include in your life? And then over time, you start accumulating these things, removal of negatives, addition of positives, and you will start changing as a person at whatever. That's how you belong in an extreme great class of people. It's a journey. It just starts. You have to start it. That's what best you can do right now. You can start. It will take time, but you can start. ठीक है. Chalo. Thank you everybody for your morning time. See you guys tonight, 9 p.m. for the job hunting related part. Many of you are working on the resume and all. Dekho guys, think smart. Get your own results. Use the power of internet. Okay. Come up with all those checklists, what we said. Because if you're not done with that, next week maybe we'll just move forward. You have 3 days to match up with the pace of the other people. And yesterday, like 300 people are not done yet, 150 are done. So belong into the class of people who are completing and getting results, because we will move forward next week with the next set of activities. If you're not done, you will be left behind. Okay, so buck up 3 days of hard work for yourself. Chalo. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day.